right, yo. It's another tutorial function practice from Mr. Lane and the Lane Vision. All right, here we go. So today what we're learning about is how to use a function in a function, okay? First function is going to check whether we have the correct number and only the options that we give the people. The second function is actually going to run our program and also use the number from the first function. All right, and then we're going to use a while statement so that people can keep playing again and again and again. All right, here we go. First thing we're going to do is we are going to import random because we're going to need a random integer, and we're going to import time because we need to use the time. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to define a function, and the function is going to be called, we're going to call it road fork because we are giving people the option of choosing a fork in the road. Okay. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to define a variable, and we're going to call it fork, and we're going to assign it to a blank string, okay, just to kind of create it and initialize it. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to create a while statement. So while fork does not equal, so remember, does not equal is a exclamation point, and we're going to do the string of 1 and fork does not equal the string of 2, okay, then we are going to have print out please choose a direction to go. And we're going to give them a choice of 1 or 2. Okay? Now, to close this out, we are now going to turn fork into a user input. All right? Now, the way I used to teach you is we used to put the question inside the input. This is just another way to do it. It all works the same. I'm just showing you guys different ways. And then out here, because we got to be on the same line as the return, is we're going to return fork. Okay, so it's going to return the answer that we give. So how this works is it's going to run, and it's going to please choose direction to go. If they don't enter 1 or 2, it's going to keep asking them until they enter 1 or 2. So that kind of eliminates a lot of possibilities for errors in your program. Next, we're going to define another function. This is going to be to check it. So we're going to check fork, and inside, which is our parameter, is going to be road fork. So we are going to take what we used in the last function, and we're going to run it right in here. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the story for our little project here. So you come to a fork in the road. All right. Now we're going to use a time.sleep here to make it a little bit more dramatic. Okay, instead of all printing out at once, it's going to kind of give us. Now, this was something that was used way back in the day in old text adventure games. So there's like the original Ultima game. There was an RPG game on back when America Online was the big thing in the early 90s, and people could go in this room and then they could just like join other people, and it'd be this text adventure. And then when you fought enemies, there'd be like a little bit of a wait between each print statement that came up. So that's what we're kind of doing right now. And the reason I stopped right there because I was using my hands to explain, but you guys can't see me doing that. So you know, I'm just kind of giving you the verbal, just like we're trying to give somebody the verbal when they play this game. So you come to a fork in the road there, and you know what, we should add ... because that guy lives a little bit more. There is no sign. Okay, we're going to give it another time.sleep. We're going to give it another 2, and then we're going to print out you make the choice to go ... and we're going to give it a little space, so it's just a blank print statement. We're going to give it another time.sleep. Okay, like I said, all about the dramatics. Now, going too long is going to be annoying for the user, so don't be goofy and make it 10, because nobody's going to wait for that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we are going to create a new variable, which will be the random variable. So in this case of a fork in the road, usually it's right or left, so we're going to choose right fork. Okay, and that is going to equal the random dot rand, so rand, int for integer. Let's get this right because I know that's something that we kind of screw up on. 1-2 or 1, 2. So 1, 2 means that there's only 2 options. Okay, now we have to check it. So how do you check if something's true or false? If would be the key word here. Okay, so if we're going to choose road fork, which we're going to pull, okay, from up here, all right, is equal to right fork, then what's going to happen? We're going to print a message, and it's going to be print, okay, you made a choice to go, and then you just want to kind of work with that. We're going to just say towards the right path, okay, and then else, since there's only 2 options, we don't really need to worry about it. And then we're going to print, same deal, towards the left path. All right. Okay. And that's it. That's the function. We don't need to return a value here because we're not using it again. And what we're going to do now is we're going to actually create the part of the program to make it work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a loop to have people keep on playing again and again. So think about this kind of like the Ghost game, okay? So first again, we're going to set play again. So we got to create a variable first. And we're going to create this to yes, okay? And now we're going to use a while statement. So while play again is equal to either yes, okay, or play again is equal to y, just to make life easier for when you test it. And then that's it. So we are going to run our program. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make a variable, okay, and make that equal to our first function, so it makes it easier. So we are going to choose road fork, which is the function. So just so you know that you can actually set a variable to a function, and then we are going to run the main part of the program, which is check fork, and inside the parentheses, since we set a variable, we can put fork number, okay? And it's still going to run everything the same. And once we're done with fork number, then we can print out, would you like to play again? And put in parentheses, yes or no. And we're going to put this, and we're going to add that so it makes sense. And then we're going to make play again equal to input. And this should all work to our advantage. So let's take a run, and please choose a direction to go. Now this isn't dramatic as it should be. You should make it more dramatic, but you know, this is more just a test. You come to a fork in the road, dramatic. There's no sign dramatic. You make a choice to go toward the left path. Okay, would you like to play again? And in this case, we know that we set up Y, so you can just press it again. And look at this. Please choose a direction. I'm going to choose 2. You come to a fork in the road. There is no sign. You make a choice to go. Ooh, we chose the left path again. Nice. All right, we're going to play one more time, and we're just going to try a different number. Ooh, nope, 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 nothing. I can press anything until I press 1 again, and it works. Bam, boom, bing, and pow. Here it comes towards the left path. And you get 3 left paths, and you start thinking to yourself, man, does the right path work? And I'm starting to kind of be like, does my program work? And look at that again. And we're just going to try it one more time because you're thinking you're going crazy, but quite literally, it's just like flipping a coin. You could get 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6 in a row, and every time it's making you go crazy. And that's probably just your mind thinking that it's not right. but eventually it should work toward the left path, I hope. And it's not. At this point, you got to think to yourself, there could be something wrong, okay? And when we go up here, what we're going to realize is that this is a string, this is a string, this is an integer, which means this is an integer. So this is where we actually use the str and we turn this into a string, okay? Now we can run it again and come to a fork in the road. There is no sign. You make a choice to go and toward the right path. So just make sure that everything is set. It was always going to else because it was never going to work without the str for right fork, okay? So yes, sometimes you think you're crazy, all right? That happens. Sometimes there's something that you missed in your program, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You need to use this as an example for Dragon Realms, okay? This is a big example. Use it, feel good about it, and you know, kind of like when I have what I've written in the base program that you're going to download, go back to this video, go back to the work that you did on this, check it, okay? You definitely can use this as your example. It's really set up nicely, okay? Have a good one, enjoy yourselves, and bam!